We are live.
See thing.
So did I.
Left. I didn't even eat. I just.
I'd like to call to order the November 13th, 2025 Columbia Borough Council meeting. Could I have a roll call, please? Here.
Here. Here.
Here.
Here.
Here.
Would anybody care to offer an invocation? If you'd like, please rise for a moment of silence. Councilperson Stoll, would you like to lead us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You said right now.
All right. Announcement of executive sessions, there were none. Are there any additions, deletions, or reorganization of the agenda needed? Could I have a motion to approve the agenda as published?
So moved.
Second. Motion by Councilperson Kaufman, second by Councilperson Fisher to approve the agenda as published. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Citizen comment, non-agenda items only. We have no sign-ups. Is there anybody that wanted to speak that did not get a chance to sign up? No. All right. Minutes for approval. Could I have a motion to approve the Borough Council budget meeting minutes from October 16th?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilperson Kaufman, second by Councilperson Giese to approve the Borough Council budget minutes for October 16th, 2025. All in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? Next, could I have a motion to approve the Borough Council meeting minutes for October 28th, 2025?
So moved.
Second.
A motion by Councilperson Kaufman, second by Councilperson Stoll to approve the Borough Council meeting minutes for October 28th, 2025. All in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? Next, I have a motion to approve the Borough Council workshop minutes for November 6th, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilperson Giese and a second by Councilperson Kaufman to approve the Borough Council workshop minutes for November 6th, 2025. All in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? All right, presentation and acceptance of reports, community development.
Yes, I'd like to acknowledge the receipt of the Columbia Market House report for September 2025.
Or no, October.
October.
It says September on the report.
Market House.
Market
House.
The report says September 2025.
Oh, at the top.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, yeah, it was never changed.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It is October.
Yep. Any questions on the Market House report? No. All right. Public Works and Property.
Yes, I'd like to acknowledge the Public Works and Property report for October 2025. Any questions? We're soon getting a bathroom down at Maple Park, so
Awesome.
Nice.
Amazing how much compost they make
All right.
in 1 month.
yeah.
Any questions on the Public Works report? All right. Finance, I would like to acknowledge receipt of the revised MMO for the police pension. We had previously acknowledged this at the end of September. The actuary came back with some revised numbers. It actually slightly, not significant, but we do have to acknowledge the updated MMO. Any questions on that? All right. Mayor Lutz isn't here, wearing the chief hat. Anything?
Thank you. I do. This afternoon, our officers investigated an accident at 6th and Walnut Street involving a 15-year-old on a scooter, an electric scooter. So this conversation has come up time and again. I believe Council President had mentioned, and I'm going to reiterate, scooters are not permitted, they are not legally permitted to be ridden in the street. And I'm asking parents, guardians to help us. You know, please ensure that your child is riding their scooter on public property. That's the only place.
Private property.
Private property, yes. On private property, it's the only place it is legally permitted to be ridden. Thank you.
I hope no one was injured.
Nothing serious.
Not serious.
However, we have a vehicle that was damaged, and, you know, obviously that's going to be an issue for the family as well.
Yeah.
Can I just reiterate? Streets and sidewalks.
Anywhere,
That is correct.
right.
Private property only.
Right.
All right. Action items. The bill payments. Could I have a motion to authorize the bill payments?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilperson Kaufman, second by Councilperson Murphy to authorize the bill payments. Are there any questions on this? No? All right. Motion by Councilperson Kaufman, second by Councilperson Murphy to authorize the bill payments. All in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? Next, we have application for payment number 5. Could I have a motion to authorize this application for payment for the McGinnis Innovation Park?
So moved. Second.
Motion by Councilperson Stahl, second by Councilperson Kaufman to authorize application for payment number 5 in the amount of $235,470.84 to Iron Eagle Excavating for the McGinnis Innovation Park project. Any questions? No?
Just note that where it came from, the payment came from the grants and the bios line,
Yes.
just in case folks want to know.
Yep. Yeah, that it's coming out of there. And in fact, we have a process in place now where the finance manager is looking for these checks to clear. And as soon as they're clearing, the payments are going to the EDC to submit for BIOS funding. We have submitted one draw at this point, and another is in the pipeline. And that one's pretty big. So
I was just going to ask you, have you had any problems or anything with that process so far?
I don't know exactly when she submitted it, but I know that Jessica just sent me a thing saying she had submitted the first one, and then I saw the email going down to her with the information for the second. So it should be. I mean, we have all of the information now, like we needed, like the wire information and things like that. So that's all. It should be smooth. It's just, you know. And I had the pleasure on Wednesday. I happened to be driving by when Rick Brenneman was driving by. And so he asked if I wanted to park my car and drive out onto the site. So I got to go out and look at it, and it's a lot different seeing it from that perspective than when you're looking at the flat. And trying to orient myself took a little bit, but it was really interesting, and was pretty happy. He said saved him the time of writing up a report because then he could just give it to me verbally. We are on track to have all of the excavation done before Thanksgiving. There will be some minor some grading and seeding that has to be finished up after that point, because there are some places that we're going to lay down the banks further than what was originally done, and that's just to help some of the residents, with some of their concerns. but it'll be largely finished by Thanksgiving, so it's pretty exciting. And I found a golf ball. It's all beat up and dirty, but I found a golf ball. All right. So I have a motion by Councilperson Stahl and a second by Councilperson Kaufman to authorize the application for payment number 5 in the amount of $235,084 to Iron Eagle Excavating Guinness Innovation Park project. All in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? All right. New business. We're asked to consider authorizing staff to execute an MOU with the Lancaster County Planning Department. This is the MOU that was sent out to all municipalities in Lancaster County. Basically gives the Lancaster County Planning Department the authority to review and act on planning items that get submitted to them that fit within the realm of what's in the MOU. Basically things that would not require a full planning commission to weigh in on. This gives the planning department the ability to review those items and send us their comments without going to the full planning commission. Like I said, every municipality in Lancaster County is being presented with this. If we don't sign it, it means that some of our things that would go there may take longer because they would be subject to going to the full planning commission. And that sometimes, based on timelines, can take longer than if the planning department is able to issue the comments. Any questions or concerns? No? Does anyone have a problem voting on this one tonight? So I have a motion to authorize staff to execute the MOU with the Lancaster County Planning Department.
So moved.
Motion by Councilperson Kaufman, second by Councilperson Murphy, to authorize staff to execute the MOU with the Lancaster County Planning Department. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right. Next, we're asked to approve a special event request for the Columbia Merchants Association to host the annual Santa Parade on Saturday, November 29th. We do this every year. So are there any questions?
Yes. I would like for council to waive the $50 fee and the $10 late submission fee, being that they do it every year. This is for the kids. And I know there's real benefits for having drawing kids there, but this is the parade is for the kids. And I personally would like to waive that $50 fee.
And it's good to see everything on one day. I know many, many years ago, it was just like everybody was doing their own thing. And it's really great that the town has something they can call its own, and it's well structured and it's organized for the kids. I agree with Eric.
So, with that being said,
Does anyone have any concerns, questions? Does anyone have a problem voting? No. That being said, I am assuming that Councilperson Kaufman would like to make a motion to approve the special event request for the Columbia Merchants Association to host the annual Santa Parade on Saturday, November 29th, 2025, beginning at 8 a.m., using the normal parade route, ending at 3rd and Locust Street, and also approving the waiver of the $50 application fee and the $10 late submission fee.
Second.
And we have a motion by Councilperson Murphy.
I thought Eric was.
A second.
so
Oh, you thought Eric?
Or second, yeah. Did I say a motion?
Mhm.
Sorry.
That's it.
All All right, so I have the motion by Councilperson Kaufman, a second by Councilperson Murphy to approve the special event request for the annual Santa Parade and waiver of the $50 application fee and $10 late submission fee. All in favor? Anyone opposed? All right, next, we have a pair of resolutions for LSA grants, and these are ones that are being submitted on behalf of the borough. We're actually submitting some for ourselves. The first one is for the purchase of a new street sweeper, and the second one is for repairs to the Columbia Crossings building. The reason we're submitting that again, we have not heard from the previous submission from last year. So we want to be prepared in the event that we do not get it. We want to be prepared to submit it again. Derek, Peter, anything I missed? Anything we want to say?
No, I have a small correction on the Columbia Crossings one. If you recall, when we submitted this last year, started with 200,000 as the application, and ultimately council voted to adopt a resolution for 300,000. So Heather, I set you up on this one. I sent you a council brief that said 200 and a resolution that said 300. The resolution was actually right and the brief was incorrect. So I apologize. I see you changed the resolution to match the brief. You
And
had a 50-50 shot.
no, I'm sorry. I was gonna text you. The resolutions were not what we normally. It was a different. The wording was different and everything from what we normally do.
Sure.
So I took the one from last year and I updated it using the brief. So
Yeah.
I didn't look at that.
So that was
Okay.
yeah, we needed, but mainly that was my fault. I'll take the hit on that one. The resubmission for the Columbia Crossings building, if you resubmit the same grant that you applied for last year, it's 300,000, not 200,000.
Can I ask a question on that one?
Mhm.
The borough always seems to be a signer for these LSA grants
Mhm.
for other organizations. Would it benefit us when submitting this grant if SNH was involved?
SNH.
Susquehanna Heritage.
SHN, whatever it is.
Well, they're not an eligible applicant.
No,
Right.
but if they, I don't
I mean,
know.
if they could provide a letter of support.
Yeah.
We can include anything in the grant application that would hurt your application.
I mean, they ultimately utilize the building
Sure.
and they are a federally funded
Yeah.
organization.
No, if they write up a letter of support and send it our way, we'd be happy to include in the submission. Do anything to help you. Our approach on that, if approved tonight, our approach on that Columbia Crossings grant is we'll hold that until the last possible minute in case we get news on last year's. Thankfully, the state budget was passed, so we believe that was the holdup on the announcements. Last year, the announcements were made last week of October, so we're already well beyond when we expected to help with this. So it's been on that.
Yeah, I forget who. I knew that. Oh, I believe it was Scott Rhino said because he has a bunch for the different fire departments, and he said he was told they hope to have decisions by Thanksgiving. So
Grants are due November 30th, which unfortunately is a Sunday after Thanksgiving, so we probably will have to submit before, I'm thinking that Wednesday before Thanksgiving is when our planning group will be having their clicker finger get tired, but we'll wait till the last minute on some of these revisions. Reasonable applications.
If we would submit and then find out we got it,
We could withdraw it.
we can just withdraw it,
Yeah, we
right?
can just withdraw it. I think there's like $100 fee per application, so I'll try to save that for you if we can.
yes, Frank.
much does a new street sweeper cost?
Well, we're applying for the grant for 350,000, so
What's the plan? Trade the old one in?
I don't know that we.
That's why I'm
what are we
wondering what a
doing
new
with
one
the old
costs.
Yeah,
How old is this, the old one?
The old one's 2007.
Okay. Okay.
So I'll add, we talked as a staff on that one, and we really think that the street sweeper is a solid application based on how much the borough uses it. Jake kept very good records of all the repair bills that we've had, so we can kind of demonstrate some of the repairs that had to happen. And we're really highlighting how the street sweeping is a big component of your MS4 pollution reduction plan. So
yes.
the fact that you're using it for compliance with a state program on top of all the other good it does in the county. I'd like to fund it if I was one of the people, but again, that one feels good to me, so I hope that's a good application.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, they're telling us we have to comply with MS4, and you know, this is just one way to help us do that. We know that urban areas tend to have a harder time trying to meet their obligations, so. All right. Are there any questions on either of these?
I'd like to raise that to 300,000 for the
Okay,
Columbia Crossings building.
okay. Any other questions? Does anyone have a problem voting on these tonight so that we can get them in on time? All right. So do I have a motion to adopt resolution 2025-26 to apply for an LSA grant in the amount of $350,000 for the purchase of a new street sweeper and to authorize the borough engineer to prepare and submit the grant?
Second.
Motion by Councilperson Burgard, second by Councilperson Murphy. Or Stahl. I
No,
thought
I
heard,
think Burgard got it. Well,
I heard him.
I missed it because
Yeah.
I heard him. So
Yeah.
you
I
got
heard you. And
it. It doesn't
Yeah, I
matter.
heard those two. And I
Don't
heard
matter.
you afterwards.
Yes.
All right, no,
Next time.
I
I'll be
got
in next time.
Burgard, second by Councilperson Murphy
Okay.
to adopt the resolution 2025-26 to apply for an LSA grant in the amount of $350,000 for the purchase of a new street sweeper and to authorize the borough engineer to prepare and submit the grant. All in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? All right. Next, could I have a motion to adopt resolution 2025-27 to apply for an LSA grant in the amount of $300,000 for structural repairs to the Columbia Crossings building and to authorize the borough engineer to prepare and submit the grant?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilperson Stahl and a second by Councilperson Kaufman to adopt this resolution. All in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? All right. Jack, we will need someone to update that in the resolution folder and print that out, and then I can come sign that.
Thank
All right. Staff reports, comments, and announcements. Solicitor Gable.
I don't have very much tonight. I was working with Engineer Ronaldo today to go over some of the environmental covenants. We are splitting those at the Ridge Avenue site, so that way you have the site where the Public Works building is going to go separated from the main part of the environmental contamination. I am still waiting a date from Klein Kreider and Good for the auction, but hopefully I will have that in the next few days here. We're working to try to finalize that. So hopefully we can get that property sold. I don't unfortunately have any updates from Norfolk Southern. I know that the attorney for JG has been following up. I'm gonna reach out to the mayor. I think we have to get that done now. I'm gonna have him reach out to his contacts with Rep. Smucker's office and see if we can get that taken care of, because it's dragged on for far too long now. And we need someone a little higher up to take care of it.
All right. Engineer Ronaldo. It's pretty light meeting. Secretary Treasurer.
Just wanted to inform council that Capital Coating will perform a roof repair on a section of the crossings roof, beginning on Monday, November. The roof is leaking, and we feel it is urgent, with the impending winter coming. The estimated cost of the repairs is $11,901, and there's enough money in the building and maintenance line item to cover that.
All right. Anything else?
No.
All right. Boards, commissions, and committees, upcoming meetings. Civil Service meets on the 18th. Planning Commission also meets on the 18th. Borough Council has a budget meeting on the 20th. And the Shade Tree Commission meets on the 24th. In your packet, you have approved minutes from LASSA from September. Borough Council comments. Councilperson Brevard.
I don't have
Councilperson Fisher. Councilperson Kaufman.
Yeah, where we paid for parking meters. Seeing that, we have the program in place for the senior citizens to get a free badge or parking sticker, which I guess we're soon going to be starting to reissue 26.
That's correct. It's an
Tickets.
annual permit,
Right.
yes.
So we'll have to get people aware of that. Secondly, we can remove the meters now to a point, but we need signage, right?
That's the issue currently, yes.
And Jake, how much does signage cost?
We're hoping the Park Mobile will actually pay for the signs. That's what they did initially.
Okay. Okay. Because I like to see that.
Yes.
I mean, the fee's simple. It's not extravagant. I just, one less thing we have to worry about. Secondly, we approved the Santa Parade today. The Santa Parade is also Small Business Saturday. It's also, I think it was mentioned, the tree lighting. Kelly mentioned the tree lighting as well. So hopefully we get to see a lot of people out there this year again. And are you still planning on doing the Small Business Saturday open house?
Borough departments will be represented that day.
Okay, in here.
Council chambers. Yes.
So council's welcome to come down and talk to your constituents, because I like to. Other than that, that's all I have tonight.
I was going to ask you about that. I need to put that on my calendar. Councilperson Geezy.
Did I see in here that the senior citizen passed something about a fee that would be due December 1st or something?
No,
I thought there wasn't a fee,
no, there isn't.
because I thought I just read it here somewhere, but now I can't find where it was. Where it said they sent out notices to how many residents who already had it, 120?
That's,
Yeah,
I was
you
going to
got-
say that might be the
That's
handicap.
Okay,
That's
okay.
handicap,
Yeah,
I thought it was that.
yeah. No,
Okay,
handicap, yeah.
that's all.
all right. Councilperson Murphy.
Nothing new, Eric covered everything.
Councilperson Stahl.
nothing. Thank you.
I already gave my update on me. That was a lot of fun. I thought that would be frowned upon. So I didn't.
So you got them, those big gigantic four-wheelers.
All right. Announcement of next meeting. At 7 PM on Tuesday, November 25th, council will hold a regular meeting. Tonight, we will be adjourning to executive session to discuss personnel matter. Could I have a motion to adjourn?
So
Second.
A motion by Councilperson Kaufman, second by Councilperson Geezy to adjourn at 7:31 PM. All in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? All right, we are adjourned. We have checks to sign and
I'm just gonna say, wow.